So we've got the roof edging on now, and I just want to show you what we're going to be doing in here, because obviously now we're going to be putting the boarding on for the roof and the walls on the inside after we've done all of that insulation. But when we get to the corners here, so the problem you've got is the board sits flush here, comes across, and it's got nothing to affix to here, and obviously when you're putting these up it's got somewhere to go. But it's the same problem with the roofing, there's no beam there. So what we need to do, where we've got all of these offcuts from doing the framing, the reason we keep them is I'll screw that in, screw that in. Now I have a good corner. So we do the boarding here, and then we can do the boarding here, and I'll do that there and up there, and again there and the bottom. So it's got 4 good places to attach to. And what we'll do with the top is beams of this like that, just screwed in. I'll put screws up through or whatever. It's not a lot of room, but if we screw up through the bottom there, it'll hold it. And then obviously the weight of the boarding there will actually pull that down against there anyway, so it's not going to go anywhere. So that's the jobs I'll be doing. I've also got a load of these little vents. They've got like the fly screen on the back. They're from Screwfix. I think they're about 57p each. I've got loads because I need them. And where they're going, if you can see, is up here. So obviously the insulation will go up there. Yeah, the insulation will go up about this high, and it will come to about here. So that will leave an airflow through above. So I put some flat boards underneath there, drill some big round holes in, and stick these over the 2 holes. So that will give an airflow going up through, but also keeping things like bees, wasps and other things out, because you don't want them building nests up there. So anyway, that is it for today. I'm going to just crack on with doing all of this, and I'll see you all soon. So as you can see, the insulation's going in, and I've opened up this gap for the window. So what you need to do is I cut a line from the corner in on all 4 corners, and then just cut the square out. And then what we're going to do is going to fold this over and tack it down, and then we shall put the window in place. Right, so the back wall is done. Those sections there, I was using some offcuts because these are all 6 foot lengths. So I had some 2 foot lengths, so I wanted to use those up rather than waste the wood, and keep the full sheets if needed, if there's any left over, to go towards starting the railway. There's a little gap there, but I'll fill that all up before I paint it all. And something somebody brought up to attention wise was the barrier on the outside, the vapor barrier. Yes, probably could have been better putting a different type of barrier on the outside, but that one I'm using is more for waterproofing rather than a vapor barrier. And this is also a vapor barrier because I'm sealing all of the insulation boards in, and that is actually classed as an internal vapor barrier as well. So the other thing is with condensation build-up, I'd already looked into some of this and been advised to install a thermo tube heater inside the shed. That keeps the shed constantly above dew point internally, so it shouldn't actually have condensation build up in the walls at all. So that was my plan all along anyway. So I've got one of those on order already, but I've got to wait for that to turn up. But basically it just keeps the temperature of the room above the point that dew forms. They're low cost to run, and it's an essential thing, just like taping all of the insulation and the board joints. So for instance, the joins here between the two sections, not only will I tape these and these boards in, but I'll also seal this joint as well, so that is very helpful. So all I've got left is to finish that wall there, install the window, finish this wall and install the window, and then finish this end wall and finish the boarding. So hopefully I'll get on with a lot of that today. This is my last day off for the week off I had, so obviously after today I'm not off for another few days, so it's a case of trying to get as much done as I can. But obviously progress might slow down a little bit now. But anyway, also just to add, with the sealing of these to create the internal barrier, you do have to do all four walls, the flooring, which I'd already done, and the ceiling. So when I put the insulation in up here, it'll also be sealed in there as well. So that is an important thing. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the videos, and yeah, please do comment. I'm quite happy to listen to comments, even if they're, you know, not always just well done. Obviously if you've got things you think need to be said, then do say them. I'm quite happy to hear them. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. So I just thought I'd show you, it's all been painted, boarded, looking pretty good. I'm quite happy with it. So just got to fit all the electrics now. So there we go. Still got to clad all the outside of the shed yet as well, but the inside's pretty much finished.